Hello, this is Lauren, and we're live at WUK Dub Champions 2014. And today with us, we have Empress Ayeola. Sawubona, Empress Ayeola.
Sabona. Rastafari. Greetings, Mama Earth.
Unjani.
Alapila.
Oh, super. Princess Empress Ayeola got that. Had a bit of a tongue twister, but that was African Life 101 Zulu language lesson. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it just slips away very easily. So how are you feeling this evening? What's the vibe like?
Yeah, man, it's a great joy to be in Vienna once again, I've been here a few years back. It was great when I played at Reigen. I did Wiesen Pub and also Wiesen Festival, and it was a joy. And, I did a lot of promotion on the new album with the old album with Isatina then. And now I'm here with Straight to the Point. And it was well received tonight. The Dub Champion Fest here, I tell you, it was so alive tonight, I feel that, Rastafari energy was moving throughout the place. Yeah, man, give thanks. It's a joy.
No, it was great just seeing the loss, but I feel so terrible just having seen you exit off the stage, but just the energy that I felt in those last few seconds was amazing. My question to you, how was the name Empress Ayeola bestowed onto you?
Wow. You know that it was in 2000, just before I decided that I'm once again ready to go back into the music industry. I was listening to a Multa Baruka program where he was actually discussing names, baby names, African names. So he was reading out a long list of names that you could name your child. And then the name Ayeola came up. And then he gave the meaning that it was joy and wealth in life. And in other places, some people view it as also the rainbow. And I tell you something, trust me, I just loved that name then, because it was so close to my so-called Babylon middle name. So, it's like a tongue twister, Ayeola. It was, you know what I mean? It was really, really fantastic. And, when I did see meet Musa, I did let him know that it was him who named me. Yeah. That's where I got my name.
What a special anointing, what a special...
Trust me. Yeah, it was a joy, Yeah, man. For real. So, but, right now, the atmosphere here at the Dub Champion Festival is really good, and, I'm hoping that the energy which they receive and the vibes from, the tracks which I gave them from Straight to the Point, like, the title track Straight to the Point, Borderlines, Beautiful Jamaica, Now Make Them Bring Me Down, Reggae Lock the World, Rastafari Grow Me, Right Side of Justice. I mean, there's so many tracks, Mr. Money Man. I mean, there's so many tracks which, the people can relate to on a whole, regardless whether you say he's a Ras or not, whether you tried the movements or not. It dealing with broadly general issues that affecting people across the earth, And we also have to know, so without loving at them times, Babylon don't know everybody I go roast and burn up.
It's really deep. And when did this inspiration actually start? When did you actually realize that this was a calling and you were inspired to take on this journey?
Well, it was from I was about 14 years old when I was growing up in Jamaica, because I was originally obviously born in London. I left when I was 2 years old as a babe to Jamaica, and I was brought up there until I was a big woman. And then I started music there before I decided I was coming back to the UK. But then my parents wasn't fully, knowledgeable about Rasta. They were still ignorant to the fact. So when I said then, they said no. not over. My mom said, not over a dead body. And I grumbled and I walked away and I said, yes, over your life. And she said, what? But, I kept that. But years gone after I came back to the UK and, I was well out of reach. And as a big woman too, the vibes of Rastafari, liberty and movement seemed we're flooding back. And then I decided that, yes, it's my time to start trotting Rastafari. That was in my late 20s, And I do give thanks to Rastafari for enlightening I and gave me that calling, because I've always had Africa and, our liberty, our ancestor, where we came from. How can we cleanse? How can we put right? How can we unify? Because there's a lot of things happening now. And right now, when we talk about slavery, I want people to know that this is not just about black people and the slavery, This is everyone. No one is escaping it. It don't matter which color you are. Make no mistake. And so Babylon have everyone incarcerated. So we all have to rise up in this time, yeah. You know what I say? Otherwise, Babylon are going to try to trample we under feet. And it's only Rastafari teachings and liberty that me feel is going to get us to that point, to rise above it.
And what would you say is really the inspiration behind what you write, what your message brings across? What inspires you personally?
Well, the first thing is love, because out of love, all things come, The naturality of life, equal rights and justice, the empowerment of one. So, love brings a lot of positivity. It's all positive. So, I have to look at it and show one, say, we can overcome certain barriers that's been put in our way by Babylon. And, and we don't have to close our mind off. We must learn to inspire and edify ourselves so we can reach a higher level in life. As His Majesty said, education is necessary for man, but higher education is necessary to elevate I and I spiritually, to give we a fruitful mind and to give us clear thinking. So that's how we're going to elevate ourselves to the next level, for real.
What would your message be to the youth as a wise black woman, for ladies out there, young females who feel demotivated, who need some kind of motivation in their struggling times, be it in Africa, Jamaica, all over the world?
Well, basically, the first thing is to know that if you do not maintain your morality within yourself, you're not going to attain to a higher level of self. And that's the way you're going to clear the way in order to, as I said just before, to acquire clear thinking. With clear thinking, it helps you to think about ways of moving forward without actually degrading or selling yourselves. I mean, prostituting yourself to the world in one way or another. It don't have to be nakedness. It could be in anything. It could be singing, slackness, or, teaching the youths them, corrupted things just to get somewhere in life. So you're throwing away your dignity, your pride, your morality, your decency, which is the foundation for the next generation. So just hold on to that virtue and all things will come if you work diligently for it.
And in regard to your last project, what information could you give us in regard to the last project that you did, and what are we expecting from Empress Ayeola in future?
Wow, the fire continues to burn. This last project here, straight to the point, is produced by Carlton Bubblers Ogilvy of New Age Records. And, it's got a broad issue where basically we're dealing with social issues. We're dealing with the corruption in heads of Babylon. We're dealing with politics on the high and lower levels. When I say that, I'm talking about from the borderlines straight back to the houses of parliaments or the so-called congresses. You know what I mean? And also the so-called financiers of the world, who are the IMF and others, they and their big fat cat friends, who are sitting with our riches, which they're actually reaping, especially out of Africa, paying them pennies and come back and getting millions for it in the West. So, we're dealing with all these kind of social elements, and we're also telling the people them that, within all things, remember that Rastafari is ultimate love. And we mustn't forget love, even with everything we are going around us. Because if love, fails, then that means that the whole world ready for just demolish, just judgment on the earth. Because of straight corruption I go on. So we must remember that love embodies all things so that are positive in life. And give ones and one strength. Themselves. We attack to the woman them of creation, Mother Nature, how we bring forth life. So, which is to be respected, loved and cherished. So we are deal with country life. I mean, we are deal with nature within its creation. So we attack to everyone in all positive elements, and just love Rastafari and live. And that still, we won't be trampled by Babylon and more strength.
On a more personal note, when Empress Ayeola is feeling down, what is that one moment that sparks up the biggest smile in the whole wide world?
I would say, it's a good reggae rhythm, and, it just always just send I straight to Rastafari element, So it always send I in the realms of Rastafari, so it always brings a joy to our face, said Jano, within his creation in I and I realms. He's blessed I and I that I and I can know what right is, what wrong is, what justice is, what equality is, what peace is, what unity is. May I say? The fullness of joy is sealing up the seven order, So from you learn to see further than beyond the naked eyes. You know what I mean? And you learn to hear further than what the naked ears are hearing. You see what I say? Yeah, man, open your vision, your mind visually, and bring about your consciousness so that you resurrect yourself to what is right and what we should be doing right upon the earth. It's a joy to always chant for Rastafari, so a good, nice rhythm, Send I in the realms. Love it. Yeah, man.
And when should Africa expect to see Empress Ayeola visiting?
My hope has been, I would say, a bit crushed last year because I was really hoping that that tour which was proposed would have come true, but unfortunately it didn't come through. I've been told somewhere else again for this year, and I'm hoping that it does go through this year because I must go Africa and see my people. I must talk to my people. I'm longing to go Africa. It is my joy to go Africa. Can't wait.
So, guys, back home in Africa, Empress Ayeola is here in Europe. She's been all around the world but Africa. We need to bring her home. It's something that you and I should look into and make sure that it happens.
Empress Ayeola, I love you dearly. Empress Ayeola, I love you, yeah. Mama Africa, yeah. Can't wait to see you, Kaya fi burn the fire, and burn out Babylon, evil lust desire. Burn the fire, burn the fire. I am longing to see you, Mama Africa. Yeah.
Wow. Empress Ayeola, we from African Life would like to say thank you very much for affording us this opportunity to interview you. It's been wonderful meeting you. It was a wonderful performance, and thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure. Enough love, my African people, my African link, and to the world, those who love Africa, see it. One nation of people. We're there. Rastafari love forever. Keep listening. African vibes, Yeah, man, I saw it there. Enough love, mama.
Thank you. This is African Life. That was Empress Ayeola, and we're out.